Hello. My Chapman is messed up again. Every time I restarted it, it gets all wonky. That's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, sorry, I had to take a break. Had to get away. Had to get away. I thought I was going to be almost done, but I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking that I might redo a little bit of this. I'll tell you why. I was trying to avoid really doing much changes to this board since it works. Everything works. I don't want to introduce changes and break something. But there was some noise, not noise issues, but routing issues that I wanted to just fix. And so I wanted to get that done. And then I might as well take advantage of some of this changes to do this. I also don't want to break my ground playing because it's just a mess. It's so spotty and stitched. There's no single solid ground around the whole board, except for there's one around the whole outside. Hey, Yuri. Sorry, I had to go out, get off for a bit and just go take a break. Get up, move around, all that. I just can't really concentrate and talk, and so I had my mic off for a while. I was just trying to get something done. Plus, sometimes I'm listening or watching something in the background. Um, Sometimes I'll even be watching Eagle videos if there's something I didn't know how to do. But I pretty much need advanced tutorials now. I know how to do pretty much everything. There's just some efficiency stuff I need to work on. ULPs and stuff like that. Start writing ULPs. So I wanted to get some more space in here. I'll show you. Keep out. Yeah, so these components were really close together. So trying to place those without air or with the tweezers or something might be really hard. So I moved them over a little bit. I got a little bit of space between them. You can see how much space I have down here. These are super easy to place. That's probably can be half. But these ones were really tight together. See, that's about what you want. If you're going to be getting in there with it's not hard to stream and route at the same time, but if I'm actually doing like actual routing, like I'm going to do here right here in a second, streaming kind of makes my computer go a little slow. So like if you're trying to route something and it's not updating fast enough and your screen's freezing, it's really problematic. But so sometimes my computer, the CPU goes up, sometimes it goes back down, sometimes it's for some reason it gets crazy. So sometimes it's just kind of a pain. but not usually. You know, I just got to be careful about what's on my screen. I can't pull up just a web browser with something else I have open, you know, because I have to use display capture because you can't have, I can't go back and forth like this. I can do window capture, but the window changes name all the time. Every time I save a revision, the name of the window changes. So I have to use display capture, which means I have to have a separate monitor. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could be just sitting here dragging a trace and it'll be working fine, and all of a sudden it'll stutter. And then I'm just like, it's all messed up. I gotta go do it again. But, so what I'm gonna do right here is trying to get more space in here, which means I move these over, but now that means that this is way too close to that. I mean, it's, did I really do one? Yeah. That's, why is that not complaining? That's interesting. I wonder why is that not complaining? DRC will probably complain about that. I'm surprised it's not showing it though. Which kind of, it's not going to show it because it's the same trace. This is VCC. VCC is going to VCC, but I don't want to put this. This is an 8. I guess I could. I don't want to put this through the pad because then it's going to pull more heat away from this pad than. Well, that probably would be equal to the ground pad, but it might cause it to twist. I could probably just avoid doing this and just put that there, actually. You know, it's probably going to be easier. I was thinking about just ripping up this, ripping up that, running the VCC straight across, flipping this thing around, bringing VCC. Where'd it go? Just bring VCC over to here. I need to put a grid on them. Something like that. And there's no reason for VCC to come out here and then go back over there, except for that it's hitting here. So I mean, I could run it straight here for the back pixel, and then straight here and here. But then it's going to split this whole ground plane in half. And then I have to route this. I can route that straight across too. Underneath and over. And then this doesn't matter where this is because this just goes to the back. I can actually punch that through right there. A lot of these traces can be good. Let me, I'm gonna save this as a new revision so I can go back if I needed to. And I'm gonna go ahead and rip this up and just see if it's any better. Whoops. So we'll leave that there. And we'll move this, flip that around, and we'll move it a little closer. I'll line it up with these other. And then that goes there. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm just gonna mess around with. Tear this up too. I'm gonna route. I could probably spin that around actually now, since I changed the way this moves. This was a tight fit last time, but now I have plenty of room. Shit. Why can't I get these silk behind? hell's going on here? Eagle, you're pissing me off. Why can't I select, oh, do not have, yeah, well, that makes sense. I'm not routing both layers, I'm only routing top. There we go. So I got that, and I could spin this guy around. Move him over here. Miter that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's watching. It doesn't show you your watch numbers unless you go to the live dashboard and it says this stream is not working. It says my stream is not working. I have no dropped frames, and do I have variable bitrate on? Let me make sure I don't have variable, because YouTube doesn't like variable bitrate. And my bitrate's jumping all over the place. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's variable. It says enforce streaming service settings. I don't know. Now it says it's okay. I must have connection. I must be having connection issues to YouTube. But so it's working now. Weird. Anyway, like I was saying, you have to go to the YouTube control panel to see who's watching. If they're not in chat, you don't see every, you don't know what's going on. That's what. Yeah, I went to the control panel to see how many watchers there were, and it said low, red. Okay, weird. Maybe it's just if it loses one ping, it starts freaking out. Yeah, so I'm just going to rip some of this up and see if it works out any better and get some more room. Because I need a better ground paths between stuff because I don't really have a very good one. I mean, I hope I don't break something. Break a whole ground segment. I haven't found a way to analyze your ground nets yet. Like you can run the auto router, but it won't follow a path from one point to another point if it's all on the same net. It's just going to do whatever it wants to do. So it'd be cool if you could just run a trace from this point, this net point, to this net point and find out through the vias where it's going. I don't know if you could do that. There's a lot of settings for the auto router though. I bet you can somehow. Like I want to know the path from this ground. Why is that not working? I guess ground doesn't work because it's not a signal. Hello? Yeah, it's not going to work because it's not, you'd have to turn polygons on and then, what if I could do it from here? Ground. Yeah, that kind of works. That shows me all my grounds. How did my thing get changed? Did I not change this yesterday? I swear I did this on stream too. Yeah. Why did that not save? You see that? That was buggy. Man, Eagle got to fix some of these bugs. It's really bad. Really bad. That was checked and enabled. Until I touched it, it didn't work. Yeah. Yeah, routing's a, yeah. Yeah, you really got to. If you're going to use an auto router, you have to use a lot of constraints. You have to tell it, try to lock something down in which direction. Um, Make sure you set up your board with restrict polygons. Don't let the router go where it's not supposed to go. Don't let it just change layers 15 times to get to a data signal somewhere. Excuse me. Ooh. I drink some water. Probably make some more coffee. But I have not really played with it. I've run the auto router a couple times just to kind of get an idea where it's grouping traces and where signals are grouped together. But I usually don't wind up using any of it. So that's all my grounds, and you can see they're like all over the place. There's no solid ground path from one point to another. Because it's a 2-layer board, I always manually route. Yeah. Yeah, I never auto route anything. Or sometimes when I was breaking out like all these traces down here, I was using quick route. I think it's quick route airwire, quick route signal. I would use those, but usually it doesn't work right. Like it won't work right for big nets that have multiple connections, like a ground or a VCC. It usually doesn't work for that. Like you'll see it flashing, but it won't do anything. So, all right. So where was I over here? This has to go to here. There's no way around that. Just gotta go over this. This guy needs to go from here. No, I'm gonna do that on the back. This needs to go from here. I don't know which way I want that to go, but whatever. I'm just gonna do under that via for now. Maybe over so the ground plane from the bottom comes through. Stitches to the top on that side of VCC. Yeah, that's the way it was before. Let me try that. Yeah, that works. Doesn't really matter though. Yeah, see, that's why I could stitch that ground from this plane to this plane through the back, because this is if I did it here, it would cut this off. Well, not really, because it goes around the other side. Yeah, whatever. Creating lots of loops in the ground plane, but they're very small. It's a 2-layer board. What are you gonna do? I tried running power right through the middle of the board, and then I couldn't get in my data anywhere. I'd rather power jump through vias. I'd rather power switch layers than data. So, I mean, the whole board's only 40 millimeters, so. No, there's pretty much no islands at all. Almost all of it's active ground, which is okay to me. I mean, I think it's okay. Any good signals I have ground, like I have this is the NeoPixel going all the way across the board. From one side of the board to the other corner, I have ground between them. So ground between these two data signals right here, so that there's no, they don't couple together as much. So, that's one continuous ground from there all the way back down to there, and then it connects back. I mean, It's not the greatest thing to do, to have a big loop of ground right there that comes all the way down and then loops back around and then goes back all the way up. Basically, you just created a loop. So, you know, not good. But I haven't really looked at it yet. Like, I might have to see, there's nothing really connected to it. It's more shielding, you know? There's nothing actually on it. This NeoPixel and that NeoPixel, but they're all getting data coming back to, you know, the source, which is, you know, right here, or from the chip, which is, you know, over here. I mean, there's really no way around it. But this isn't really high speed. It's NeoPixel, what is it, 800 kilohertz? Something like that. I don't even know. 400, 800? High speed? Yeah, WS2812 is, what, 800? Alright, so back to this. Rip up this stupid copper. Alright, so GPIO over there, got that out of the way, got VC, got that out of the way. Gonna go to route. Alright, so VCC needs to come hit here, hit here. That's it. So what we're going to do is, I want this to be a bigger trace, so we are going to go from here. Why'd that change? Do I have that setting on? Sometimes it picks it up, sometimes it doesn't. So I usually leave it off. Yeah, it's actually picking that up. Why is that? Huh. I'm pretty sure, I thought I turned that off. I turned it on because I was trying to get it to work one day and it wouldn't work. So like I can do I can do that. And I can change width to 6 for this guy. And move that. I'm just like on the finest grid right now. I don't even care. I should probably change this to whoops, something more reasonable. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. So it's I'll just kind of slide that over. I guess, do I really need this thick? Do I really need a thick VCC going over there? I forget where this goes. It just goes to that one NeoPixel. Hey, Dustin. I'm just doing some routing and thought I'd stream it. I guess I don't really need that to go up there like that. I'm just going to do branching power. So that these pads don't get heat pulled off. Just Rev 2 of the board I already made. I'm just making some minor changes. VCC is real squiggly. When did that happen? I've ripped up all this stuff and eventually just slowly came back, and this VCC's gotten all wonky. I don't really need this to be 8, do I? I'll just do it up to there. Let's see what it did to the ground plane. Probably jacked it up pretty good. No, but now I have plenty of room over here to move that. I think that'll work. One second. All right, see you later. Thanks for popping in. Let me check this ground again and see what the deal is. Yeah, so let's see. I really need to pull these out and do a diff. Why is the highlight not transparent? So I can actually see the what's it called? Multiply. The multiply. See, you used to have different highlight colors. Let's see. Eagle used to use complementary colors as highlight colors. Now they use this stupid highlight nonsense. And I don't know if I take off high contrast, I can set it darker or lighter, but I can't set the opacity. If I set it dark and then do this. No, see, it puts it solid. Why? Why is it solid? Why is highlight solid? Highlight should be opaque. I mean, semi-transparent. You know, not full opaque. This is stupid. What's up, Eagle? Why are you stupid? Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. Brighter, lower, no opacity. High contrast, no opacity. I'm pretty sure in the past, your highlight was actually what this says right here. But I can't change it now, which is stupid. Maybe I can go in here and turn that back off and then go to here and then go to here. No. So I cannot set transparent highlights. That's really stupid. That's really stupid. I don't know why. Like, they have fill styles. That doesn't really help me either. Unless there's a, you know, that's not helping me. It doesn't do anything. No. I need to change the opacity of the highlight. So I can see where things layer, you know? What if I had multiple, what if I had 6 layers and I wanted to see the stack up all at once? How am I supposed to? I can see it here, but I want to see it when it's highlighted, because now I can't hide traces. Sorry, I was Googling that just to see if I was right, that there's no other way to do that. I guess I should have put it up here, but I don't know. My web browser's got tabs and stuff open. I keep it open somewhere else. I need to put a new window up here so I can use it. But then I have to sign out of Chrome, and because it's got all my personal stuff on there, and, you know, don't want my email popping up or something. Anything that's signed up for pop-ups and those browser pop-ups will pop up on my screen. Yeah, so I don't know. I think this is okay. I mean, ground. I have to worry about this capacitor. Capacitor's ground. Where it's going, and is it getting back to where it needs to? See, this whole thing is cut in half by this piezo. So this whole ground has like one little path back to, then through a layer, and then through another via, or actually straight through to top, and then to the bottom, and then to source ground, or ground up here, which is not really that far. It goes around, up, through, to it. So yeah. I've put some ground traces, like you can see one here. I put some solid ground links, so if I don't accidentally break. I mean, DRC will tell you if there's a bad ground. Like if I, not delete, I always do delete, don't do delete. Like if I pull up these two, and pull up this one, and pull up this one, and pull up this one. Yeah, see, it's still got ground. It's still coming from somewhere. I don't know where. Where's this ground coming from? Down here. Over to here, down to here. Ugh. You know, so